A growing tech hub right here in the city of Pittsburgh. Dozens of cutting-edge companies setting up shop along the Allegheny River in what's becoming known as Robotics Row. Channel 11's Lori Hoy heard the latest from the latest of the company to move in and learn what could be next for that booming local industry.
This area is called Robotics Row. It stretches from the Strip District to here in Lawrenceville, and the latest company to move in is called the Robotics Factory. The Robotics Factory is locating in the Tech Forge building on 47th Street, right by other tech companies like Caterpillar Automation and Carnegie Robotics.
So we have currently facilities in East Liberty that will be shifting personnel and equipment from, and we're also going to be outfitting additional equipment here in this facility.
Kevin Dowling is the interim director. He said the site is part of the region's $63 million Build Back Better grant to increase the economic impact of the robotics economy.
There is an opportunity to create companies, to accelerate companies, and to scale and grow companies. So those are the three sort of pillars upon which the Robotics Factory rests.
The move to Robotics Row, where there are close to 100 robotics companies, gives emerging companies a collaborative physical space and provides critical manufacturing capabilities. Dowling believes it will continue to grow.
There's a huge importance in having all of these companies not only being part of the same ecosystem, but talking to each other, collaborating, networking. And that's the way, for example, how Silicon Valley arose, is because you had that constant churn and you had that constant growth.
The Robotics Factory officially opens on August 1st. From Lawrenceville, Lori Hoy, Channel 11 News.